Okay, we've got enough for one, so we'll start with that. There we go. So we need our machine block, our plastic. We need a bucket. I made a couple of tin buckets, but they end up to be the same thing anyway. Where did they go? There they go. Bricks. There we go. Sewage collector. Now these things, you just basically stick them under your animals. And hey, there's an upgrade slot. That's going to make using these so much easier. I was about to say, you stick them under the animals, and whenever there's an animal on top, they'll collect sewage. So for my 5x5 cow pen, I would need 25 of these things. But because they have an upgrade slot, I can make upgrades. Where are we? These things. These upgrades increase the radius of the machines, the My Factory Reloaded machines. Anything up to 11. Now, it's in a 5x5 area, so I think I only need to increase it by 2. It's in the middle. Yeah, only by 2. So iron upgrades. I have a lot more tin than iron. Redstone, plastic, gold. Tin. Yeah, maybe I should just make a tin for each of them. Alright, that'll do. Okay, so if we've got... yeah, that'll do. Okay, we're going to have one for the cow breeding pen. Oops. And then we have one for each sheep pen. Oh, we're one short. Alright, need to make one more. Okay, so now I have 3 spare. But that's okay, they can go into this bag. Alright, so I'm going to need 9. Yeah, 9 upgrades. Okay. It's night time. I should sleep. Gotta keep my villagers alive. Alright, upgrades needed... They needed gold nuggets, didn't they? They do need a gold nugget. So that's a good start. They need redstone. That was a large skeleton. And plastic. Now I don't actually have enough plastic to even make 1, let alone 9. And I'm running a little low on the rubber. There. Yeah, I've only got 1 left in storage there. So I'm going to have to go plant some rubber trees and wait for a bit for those. But while that's working, I can start putting together my... Shut it! Start putting together my cow pens and sheep pens. Yeah, I moved my bed out here for the duration of this project. The filler underneath has finished its work. I can plug that gap up now. There we go. And this is hopefully sufficiently lit so things won't spawn down here. But I'm not going to be doing anything down there just yet. I want to get everything up here blocked in completely. So, I'm going to start with the metal, which is going to make up the entire outside. I had to replace my iron shovel because it broke. I really like this. It's very suitable for a this sort of area where I'm going to be slaughtering animals pretty much and keeping them stuck in cages. It's going to be like that all the way around, like that top thing as well. Okay, I got 53 spare blocks. That's pretty cool. Not sure what I want to do exactly the rest of it. I think these walls here are going to be fine. The ones in the middle to separate the cows will be fine. What is it with you things buzzing when I want to talk? Get out of here. But I'm pretty sure I want to have glass across the front so we can easily see in. Kind of same with the sheep pens. They're going to be a bunch of sheep in here, but I'm going to have fences in between, and under the fences will be grass blocks just so the sheep don't eat all of the grass. And that should hopefully keep them all stocked up on wool. And the sewers probably should go there in those corners. The tin upgrade of 3 distance would be like 1, 2, 3, but we'll also go 1, 2, 3 into this pen. So maybe the sheep, if they're standing here, will double up on the sewers and I'll get a little bit extra. Okay, there was something I completely forgot, but I'll get to that later. I'm going to start almost walking into that, putting the machines in. So this one with its tin upgrade will only go to these walls, so it won't actually benefit at all from the extra one. And I didn't want to have any in there or there. They shouldn't be spending too much time in there anyway. Now if I put this one on this side, that'll go into there, and if I put this one on this side, it'll go into there. Maybe that's how I should do it. So that one will double up on this row, and this one will double up on this row. Same thing with these ones. Yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Hopefully that'll work. Same on this side. Now the sewage that you collect from the sewers needs to go into a composter, and that's what I did not make because I completely forgot about it. But I can get that later. The composter will turn the sewage into fertilizer that you can use in the Mine Factory Reloaded machine. The fertilizer. Okay, that one's my grinder. This one's my breeder. And the chronotypers go in these holes here. Like that. And ranchers go over here. I think I will line the ranchers up with the sewers and all of them. I'll just put the holes in the wall first. There. That's that one. Almost got that wrong. Right, now these all need power. They're going to be powered from underneath. There we go. And these will also be outputting items. They'll collect it in there first, but then they'll output it either to a pipe, which doesn't necessarily have to be connected to the back where this black dot is. I can put on the side here a pipe and it will go into that. And that'll work well, and I'll just put glass around the rest of it. That looks like it's all done. I should probably actually get underneath here and find where all of these machines are. There should be one there, yep. Chronotyper is going to be here. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And here? Nope, there. It's bound to get one wrong eventually. I still have a rancher. So, why do I still have a rancher? I have a rancher. I only made 6 of these things and I need 8 of them. Okay, so my math is like semi-on, semi-off today. But that's okay, I need to go back anyway to make the other thing that I can't remember the name of. You stop it. I'm going to blame you guys for everything. Alright. I'm also going to need the piping and the wiring. Good thing you got out of there, Snail. Okay, so these chronotypers here, they have this big button here. So that one is going to move babies out of this pen into this pen. And when they grow up, this one will move adults into here, and the grinder will kill them. Now this grinder is going to fill up on mob essence, but I don't want to have to worry about that, so it can just stay there. I don't care. That looks good. Looks pretty good. I'm going to need to be able to put wheat into here as well. So the power is going to come up from underneath, but the wheat will be coming from here into there. The output from the grinder needs to go down into there to get underneath. And these things, the power will come up underneath, and then we'll have something next to it like that. And I have to actually go and make these two. I think that's all the preparation I can do for now. I need to make myself some glass and plug in all the walls. And then I'll get the glass for the front as well, and I'll find some animals somewhere, hopefully, and lure them into their life of servitude. I also need to worry about power. I think that's definitely going up on the ceiling, I just don't know where. And all the wiring is going to be underneath, so it has to go down underground. It's a good thing I got so many diamonds. Alright, time to go to bed. Alright, ready to make our tin upgrades. I had to go and make a couple extra plans. So, there's that one. And where's my tin? There it is. I only need 9 of these. 1, 2... Apparently they don't stack. 3... Oh crap. I didn't mean to do that. How many did I just make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I now have 10. That's not too bad, I suppose. Let's take that out of there before I do any more damage. Get on the ground. The other thing I needed to make, I completely forgot what it was. Let's have a look. We need machine factory block because it's made out of one of these. Factory machine block, I'll get it right one time. What was it again? None of those. Composter, there we go. 2 pistons and a furnace. Alright, I guess I do need more pistons. Okay, 2 pistons and a furnace. And I have 1 plan left. There we go, composter. Lovely. Alright, I think that's all I need to do for now, aside from wiring, but I think I might take what I need for that with me, so I don't make excessive amounts of it. And I also need I'm going to need some red power machines. Actually, there was one other thing I want to try. It's a Mine Factory Reloaded machine. And it's all pretty and colourful. There we go, item router. They take 8. You can make 8 of these at once, and I only need 8 of them, so I should only need to make this once. So a couple of repeaters and a chest. That's alright. Actually, everything I have in... Actually, here should be alright. I've already got the stone. Already got the redstone dust. Torches. So I need 2 of them. I need 1 of those. I need a chest and 3 of these. Where's all this wood going? Oh, that one's wood. Let's just grab a couple of them. There we go. I don't have a plan for this, but I can always make more later. Make another plan then. Alright, so the idea of this one is... Let's get away from this clicking. And the growling. Alright, the idea of this is instead of using a red power relay, I'll use one of these to direct the flow of the items out of the ranches. I should really bring a clock down here. I can see what time it is without having to go outside or look at the minimap. I guess it is night time. Alright, so I'm going to head back over to the sheep pens and the cow pens after I grab the stuff I need for the wiring, which is going to be this, and glass. Actually, I'm going to need everything I dumped in here as well. Will that fit? That's not going to fit. I know one of these has charcoal, torches. Now all of this should fit. Now this is the ceramic dye I'm going to use for the windows. So I need to go and cook a bunch of sand to turn into glass. I'm actually going to need all sorts of different coloured dyes as well. And I think I used all of my black dye, so I'm going to need to find killer squid just so I can make the greys. I'm going to go do all the boring stuff and I'll meet you over at the cow pens, sheep pens, animal pens. I might just call it Slaughterhouse. I'm only slaughtering cows, but it's a better name, really. Alright, so I'm back here. I spent ages making smelting glass, melted some cactus, waited for some extra clay, found all of this stuff. And I get all the way back here and realize that I forgot to make the extra branches. Whoops. But they can wait. Let's see, I put everything into this canvas bag. That is quite a lot of stuff still. Let's take that and put these in first. These things kind of work like BuildCraft diamond pipes, only not quite. For starters, they look different. What side's going to be on there? That one. Now you'll notice on these things they've got all these different coloured corners on each side. And they have a GUI like this. Everything that you put into the black one comes out the black side, which I believe is on the bottom of it. Let's find out. Or is one? There's one. Yep, black side. And you'll notice that there's only 5. There's the black, the blue, the green, the yellow, the red. Where did I just get XP from? Oh, that must have been from the skeleton I killed just there. You see, he shot at me, his arrow was sticking out over here somewhere. It's gone now. Alright, the reason that there is only these 5 is because this will not send things out the top. Now these are from Minefactory Reloaded, and all the item movement in Minefactory Reloaded is based on conveyor belts. And you can't really have a conveyor belt at the top, which is why items don't come out the top. They'll just go out the top and then back in and just continuously kind of bounce, which is why they don't come out the top. Alright, so let's now put all of those upgrades in. I'm not going to be able to get them all out at once. Wonderful. It's kind of a shame these things don't stack. Alright, what else am I going to need? These ranches don't have an upgrade slot. That's a little surprising, actually. I'm pretty sure the area that they do is a 5x5 anyway, so that should be perfectly fine. That'll do everything up to this wall here, so it shouldn't get the sheep from that side. I did do that one. Okay. Did I miss one? Or did I just bring all of them, including the extra one that I made? I don't remember. That's not what I wanted. That's still not what I wanted. There we go. I think I've got everything I need for the fences as well. That should still be in that yellow bag with all the charcoal. And what else? I've got everything for the wiring. And I have a whole bunch of pneumatic tubes. Don't know if I'm going to need the tubes too much though. As I was thinking about it, in these things, they should be able to deposit things directly into a chest, which means I can put ender chests under each of these, and that will go straight into storage, and I won't have to worry about having pipes out of those. That's right, that one doesn't have a rancher in it. Now, I didn't actually make any cabling, so I'll get started on some of that. I don't even have a crafting table with me, do I? Man, I thought I was all prepared. Oh, I do have one. Here it is. Let's just throw that there. This is going to be annoying. Because this is only a crafting table, not a project table, I'm going to keep screwing up like that. Let's make 2 to begin with. I think you get 6 out of this. If I do that... Yes, it does only do the glass. Alright, I'll get 2 of them. So what I did there, this is something I discovered recently, when you put the pieces in, and you put an extra one that has a whole stack in, this is a quick way to make furnaces, chests, whatever, middle click, and it distributes them evenly. I'm pretty certain that's an inventory tweaks thing. I think it also does that in Feed the Beast games when I play it. Anyway, what is that? That's a sewer. That does not need power. That one doesn't need power, but that one does. And I thought I took all these out already. Must be that side. Nope, I'm very slack it seems. And that doesn't have one yet, but you can have one of these. Alright. I don't have enough to make that go down another one. And then I'm going to need a whole bunch of power over the other end as well. How many are you going to need here? 2, 4, 6, 8. And then another 4, so 12. So another 2 lots and I'll be right for this first bit. Still don't know exactly where the power is going to come from, but I do know that I want it underneath. You can throw it in there. These things don't require any item input. This one requires item output, which is what this hole is for. So that's going to come out the back and go down. That needs to use BuildCraft pipes because it will not input into pneumatic tubes. Let's use a stone transport pipe. That's not where it goes. So that will be coming down there. Now they only output into BuildCraft things, but they will accept input from the pneumatic tubes. So this one, which is going to require wheat to go in, can come from that one. Alright. And all of these are going to go directly into ender chests. Now the sewers are going to need waterproof pipes into the composter. The composter is also going to need power. I think I might put this down at this end somewhere, because there's a sewer over there as well. Maybe I should put it directly under there. That one should flow directly into it. And where are all my tubes? I don't have enough pipes for this. I want to use gold pipes because they hold more liquid, but I didn't bring any gold, so I'm going to need to make a bunch of them. And I don't know how many. Oh, I forgot to finish putting these in. Obviously I missed one. This one. There we go. Okay, so this will be an output, so I'll need an ender chest for that. This also needs to go somewhere. Where did my pick go? I might actually put this one... Oh, this is a tough decision actually. Maybe I should put it directly under this one. Then that liquid is going to have to go around that. That's not too bad. I suppose I could make it come out one and then along here into that and have that one output directly into an ender chest below it. This one, which is outputting the beef and the leather, that can also go directly into an ender chest. And that will be the fertilizer. The ender chest the fertilizer goes into is probably going to be different to the main storage one. So what else do we need? I need 3, and then 5, and then 3. So another 22 cable just to connect all of those to each other. And I think these ones can probably be hooked up in like that. So what's that? That's another 5, that's another 10. So up to 32 cable already. But then I don't know how I'm going to hook them up to power. I'll think on that further, but I will get these cables in place now.